Hey, this is Ryan Policky with Genessier, and I'm here talking to Groovy about our coming show at Three Kings Tavern on April 4th. It is the Industrial Gore-fest. It's going to be full of gore, crazy lighting, and just weirdos. So it's going to be perfect, so you should come. And you're watching Groovey.TV.
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with Ryan Policky of Genessier and Bloodshed Deathbath here in the Bloodshed Deathbath Bath of Blood Productions and Elvira's house. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm getting excited for the show coming up.
The Industrial Gore-fest. That's like tailor-made for me. What's it all about?
The Industrial Gore-fest. Well, I don't want to be a spoiler, but I'm just going to say that it's going to be gory. It's going to be blood. Okay? I don't want to tell you what it's doing, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a visual industrial night full of some pretty cool bands. There's Hypofix and there's Tooth Gnasher and my band Genessier. We're ending the night, and it's our first show.
Nice.
We released our album last year. So it's kind of weird timing a little bit. We didn't even know if we were going to do this live, and then we figured it all out, and we're like, Jim at Three Kings was like, you got to play. I got to get you guys in there. When do you want to play? And I was like, oh, man, I don't know. Okay, we'll play in April. And this was back in January. So now we got to do it.
And I'm stoked for it.
Sweet. It's going to be over the top for sure. I wanted to make this one super, visually crazy, just like a weird hodgepodge of scary shit.
And you are known for putting together some fucking crazy ass awesome shit too.
Oh, thanks. I like doing scary weird shit. I mean, we did the Horror House Fest last November at Three Kings, and it was a haunted house within there.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was amazing.
Groovy was in that, and he was in the most disturbing room of the whole haunted house, so it was really confusing for him, I'm sure, at the end of the night, what the hell was going on. I know I came out of there, I was like, that is fucked up. I can't go through the whole thing. I couldn't get through the whole thing. I got to your room, and you guys started doing your thing. I was like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. This is crazy.
It was truly demented, and I probably still have brain damage from it.
I will always have brain damage from that, for sure.
All right, tell me about this album. Well, I got it playing in the background here. This thing is freaking awesome.
Thanks.
Tell me all about it.
Well, this album started with me and my buddy Eddie Breidenbach, who I had been making music before with in the Parallel Light, which we did 3 CDs. This one's a dual CD. This is a single. This is the first one. Let me go past this song.
Yeah, just pass this song.
Yeah, that song is going to be too weird because it's talking in there. So anyway, so we were doing this ambient project together, and it was really experimental and moody, and it could be played in the movie Dune or something. It was just really weird music. Nice. And we were like, well, let's do the complete opposite now that we have all this weird knowledge of underground ambient kind of vibe stuff. Why don't we translate that into an industrial band? Because I've always been a huge fan of the old Skinny Puppy, and I've always been a huge fan of any dark band. I mean, I used to watch doom metal bands, death metal bands like crazy back in the day, and I like singing that way. I like getting that angst out, getting that. So we decided we're gonna do it, and we produced this album over the course of 5 months, and then we're like, this is pretty sweet. We didn't know what the hell this was going to turn out like, because Eddie doesn't even really know much about industrial. So it was awesome. It just turned out cool.
I think it's freaking sweet. Dino, what do you think?
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so next up is Bloodshed Deathbath.
Bloodshed Deathbath.
What is going on with the next film? What are you working on? What's happening?
Well, Bloodshed Deathbath is an official presenter of this show that's happening at Three Kings. I'm trying to get the name out there as much as possible. We were at Mile High Horror Film Fest, of course, and last year we were at Comic-Con, and then we have been working on a new short feature called Motel London 2. Amazing. So we made Motel London, and that movie was our top seller at Comic-Con. So I was like, all right, well, we're going to do a part 2 because it's such a weird movie and it's awesome. So
I personally have watched this thing, I would say 8 or 9 times easily.
Oh, sweet.
For real.
And Motel London 2, like we did this one like a course of like 3 days and edited it in like 2. And this new one is like we did a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of locations, a lot of crew. We had monster makeup effects doing all the gore effects and all practical effects. So there's a lot of really like gruesome stuff that's like similar to 80s movies. And so I'm gonna release that at Comic-Con coming up here. So we're gonna have a booth.
We got another booth?
Yeah, we got a booth there.
Sweet. It's
gonna be haunted booth. And I'm going to be right next to Daniel Crozier, who's been helping me a bunch, and he's an awesome dude. And
you gotta love Dan.
We did the interview with you.
I have no idea who Dan Crozier is. No. Who is that guy?
I don't know him.
Now tell me about Elvira, because this is awesome.
Oh, yeah. So, I almost forgot about that. This is like... I always wanted a pinball machine.
In your kitchen.
Pinball, like, it's my favorite thing ever. Like, I was a huge board game guy, and I just love pinball machines. And Elvira was like I was obsessed with her growing up. Like, she's amazing.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, she's, like, super hot. She's hilarious. She's goth. I mean, what could go wrong with that?
We've all lost some fluid to her, let's admit it.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that happened. And then, so I was like, I wanted to get the original Elvira machine, but then this one is the one I always loved. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. If I'm going to have one pinball machine in my kitchen, it's going to be Elvira Scared Stiff because it makes sense for the kitchen. Right. It's a kitchen kind of vibe.
I completely agree. All right, so you've got to go to the Industrial Gore-fest. I'm stoked about it. It's going to be freaking amazing. Blood, industrial, gore stuff. It's Ryan Policky, Genessier, Bloodshed, Deathbath, Industrial Gore-fest. Whole bunch of cool names. You come up with cool names.
Oh, thanks. They're all usually too long, and people are like, what the hell was that? But you see this, Bloodshed, Deathbath, late night, weeknight, solid syllables.
You do love those syllables.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, and then there's Shoreline Dream, Parallel Light, Genessier. Genessier is off the charts.
Rock on, bye-bye. Play Elvira. Come on over.
Are you ready to play?
Are you ready to play? See?
No.
She knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and then you just get up that ramp. Uh-oh, it's going to come back down. We're going to lose it. Nope, we saved it. Oh, yeah, pinball. It's saved. Bye.